Arweave. So Arweave is kind of the perma web. That's what they're aiming to be. Underlying numbers here are very, very good. Price action is not great. That's the reality. The price action is not done very well, but the underlying numbers are outstanding. So we're going to dive into this. We're going to have a look at how high this can go. What's kind of happening with the volume right now? Is there any news? And all of that good stuff. Now, before I get into it, if you are new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. These were all cryptos I thought were going to do very well, make a lot of money, which is obviously why I bought them up. These were their prices when I did. These are the highs that they hit in the last bull cycle, and these are what your profits would have been if you'd have popped $100 into them. 100 into each in the last bull cycle would have netted you a profit of over 123 grand. Now that's from a $2,600 investment. That's pretty damn good. Now the thing is, that took about 16 months. You don't have 16 months to get things sorted. You're in a bull cycle right now, and if you've got cryptos you're not happy with that aren't performing for you, you've got to get it fixed. If you're not sure where to begin, have a look at copymycrypto.com/YouTube. This is the special offer for my YouTube followers. This is half price on the membership. And the site is where I share the coins that I own with everyone. Whenever I find any crypto that I think can do very, very well, like many of these, I jump onto my site, I tell my members about the crypto that I found, the reasons I think it can do well, and the price that I'm going to buy it at. Whenever I sell a crypto, I do the same thing. So there's no work for my members. They're in and out crypto, same price as me, so they make the same profit. And on the site, you can see some of the profits made. These are based on some of the successes we have had, which you can also see on the site. One of which was Phantom. Phantom is now known as Sonic, but in the last bull cycle was one of the best performers. Did just shy of 1,000, well, it did a little over 1,000x. my members got in at half a cent. It went up to $3.46. That was just shy of 700x for my members. Many of them became millionaires from that one investment alone. This is public record. You can verify this online. And if you like what you see and you want to find out the cryptos that are going to be the winners in this bull cycle this year, all you have to do to find out, guys, is join up on the site. Now, Arweave. So, rubbish yield that's on offer in everywhere. Now, they are working with Ethereum. So Ethereum storage got stronger with Filecoin and Arweave's partnership. It's a decentralized storage network that seeks to offer a platform for the indefinite storage of data. They describe themselves as the permaweb, which is basically a hard drive that's collectively owned, that never forgets. It's a permanent decentralized web with a number of community-driven applications and platforms. AR is the token that pays miners to indefinitely store the network's information. It was originally called R-Chain, but rebranded to Arweave or Arweave. Excuse me. Founders are Sam Williams and William Jones. Both got good resumes, but they came up with the idea while walking up a mountain in Scotland. And after launching, Williams was named as an advisor to MindSpider, which was a company providing blockchain-based supply tracking for raw materials industry, and he has served as a mentor for the Techstars Accelerator program. Even though it was founded through centralized leadership, they did launch a DAO comprised of community members to further the development and expansion of the network. So what makes it unique is that it's the block, well, more than anything is the block weave. This is a variation of blockchain tech in which each block is linked to both the one immediately prior and also a random one earlier. This incentivizes miners to store more data because they need to be able to access random previous blocks to add new ones and receive rewards. So what it really does is ensure the long-term storage of everything. They've received good funding from people from like massive corporations like Andreessen Horowitz, Union Square Ventures and Coinbase Ventures, as well as Multicoin Capital. Now, since getting up and running, as I said, underlying numbers here are really good, like 6 million transactions, Just yesterday, you go back to the beginning of September, 40 million a day. There's a bit of a random drop-off. You can see that the weave size continues to grow. Data uploaded over the course of the last month, again, looking pretty damn good cumulatively. I mean, you can see some days, over 130 gigabytes. Yeah, I mean, the numbers here are very, very strong. Transactions per second as well, 85. So solid throughput as well, which is worth noting, because the reality is that you do want a network that can provide such good throughput. Overview on some of the sort of overall statistics. Data stored, 78 gigabyte. You got application types, octet stream, GIB. That's not gigabyte. I mean, yeah, the numbers here are good. The numbers here are very, very good. In terms of tokens as well, is worth noting there are quite a few different tokens knocking about, not millions and billions, but certainly a solid amount. Can't order it by holders, which is kind of annoying, but they do have solid information here. And to be fair, there's 57,000 pages here. It looks like there's about 20 tokens per page, so that is north of 1 million. So again, usage here, pretty good. And don't forget, overall, 23 billion transactions since getting up and running. 23 billion transactions. Storage cost is around, basically 2.33 Arweave per GIB. That is very, very cheap. So numbers here, very, very good. Usage, very, very good. Overall, network looks to be impressive. And yet, price action has stalled, has stagnated. But volume's still not bad. Now, Arweave is buyable everywhere. If you're going to grab it, I would highly recommend BitGet. If you don't have a BitGet account, it's worth looking into one. They've got one of the best exchanges around. They do some of the best volume anywhere, and they are quick to list new coins as well if you're interested in new coins. If you don't have an account, there is a link in the description that will entitle you to a welcome pack worth up to $6,200. You just have to complete a certain amount of activities to get that. They also have one of the best futures markets around. Do not dive into futures if you don't understand it. Futures requires leverage. If you don't know how to use leverage, don't touch it because you'll get absolutely wrecked. But if you are a good futures trader, or if you are a good trader in general and you're going to try your hand at futures, have a look at BitGet. Like I said, their futures market is better than most out there. The link is in the description. As for Arweave, or Arweave, I've got to start saying Arweave. I like this. I actually like this, and I think there is a very, very valid use case here. Now, all-time high was $90. I really legitimately thought Arweave had a real shot of $100 this bull cycle. I've got to pull away from that now because price action has dwindled quite a bit from where it was in May of last year. It's pulled back quite dramatically, so I don't think it's going to get to $100 in this bull cycle. I do think this can get back to, kind of where it was in May of last year. I think it's got a solid shot to get back to the $40, $50 range. Really, all that's required there is just a bit of momentum. Now, one thing that is worth noting is that if there is a centralized hack of the cloud, of Azure, of one of the bigger storage providers, I do think decentralized storage networks will absolutely rock it up. So I do think it's worth paying attention to the news, have some alerts set, because if that does happen, the founders of decentralized projects would be jumping onto your Bloombergs and your Fox Newses to explain why there is such a huge benefit and a cost-efficient way of storing your data on things like Arweave, Filecoin, etc., etc., etc. I also do think that actually just standard business practices should apply here. Market, advertise, push on the benefits of using something like Arweave because it's so cheap. If that can be done as well, you could probably onboard tens of thousands of new users, because everyone wants to save money in a time where it's really hard day to day to just live. So, something to consider. Yeah. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. If you're an Arweave holder, what are you hoping to see this year? Let me know. And guys, we're in a bull cycle, and if you are sitting on cryptos you are not happy with or not performing for you, you have to get it fixed. If you don't know where to begin, get onto copymycrypto.com, have a read through the site. This is the site that I run where I share the coins I own with my members. Whenever I find any crypto that I think can do well, I jump onto the site, tell my members all about the crypto. Get onto copymycrypto.com/YouTube and have a proper read through the site. This is where you'll get the special offer, half price for the membership. And on my site, you can see some of the profits my members have made. You can see some of the successes that we have had. This is public record. You can verify it all. Whether it is a meme coin the members were in and out of in a fortnight, they did a 300x. Whether it is Phantom, which in the last bull cycle was one of the best performers. Phantom rose from 0.5 cent when my members got into $3.46. That's just shy of 700x. Some of my members became millionaires from that one investment alone. This again is public record. You can verify it all online. And if after going through the site, watching the vids and verifying it all, you want to find out the cryptos that are going to be the winners this year, all you have to do to find out about those coins, guys, is join up on the site. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, folks, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.